And here is the thing that I am most looking forward to seeing in the theater. I think for most people, this would just, be a nothing. But I like this because it's a great example of writing to story and not writing to production. And even Eggers, who is the director of this film, and all he cares about is having a great film experience for everyone, not just a good screenplay. Even he writes the screenplay to the story. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's on page 45 at the end of scene 78. We're left with Harding saying to himself, "Where the devil are you, Thomas?" Okay, he wants to know where Thomas is. And then the first part of scene 79 answers that question. So this is storytelling. Thomas is alive, it says. Barely. His body is washed up on shore in a twisted heap. Okay? I love it. So we had a question at the end of one scene, and we answer it immediately with the next scene. They're connected. But then the next beat of that scene is the nun walking around collecting firewood, and she accidentally stumbles onto Thomas and is startled, and we get to see him there in the bushes. I'm guessing, and I could be wrong, because again, I haven't seen the movie. I'm guessing that in the movie, the scene is the nun. Begins with the nun just walking around collecting firewood, and she stumbles onto Thomas. I could be wrong. Like I said, maybe it didn't happen that way. But I'm guessing it did. And with that being said, they still kept the beats in this order because this is the order that best played to presenting this story on the page. I love it. Just got out of the theater seeing Nosferatu, and it was a lot of fun seeing what we studied so deeply on the page show up on the screen. A lot of the scenes were cut from the movie, which surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. But the two main things that I wanted to find out about, I got to find out about. We talked about it on the podcast. One is between 78 and 79, how they did that scene, in particular when the nun finds Thomas. They did, in fact, shoot it the way I suspected, with the nun stumbling upon Thomas rather than showing him first. I was glad to see that and how they portrayed that.